we have 7 free plugins from Plugin Alliance. Let's go ahead and check out what they actually do, then I'll show you where to get them. So first we have a simple high pass, low pass filter here with BX Clean Sweep version 2. Joystick here to move it around. Clicking here, you can change your hertz, your frequencies there, turn your high pass, low pass on or off, select things up here, move things around here, invert right there, overall gain. And of course there's presets up here as well. And your high pass and low pass are useful for, a lot of things. Simply cleaning up a track, removing frequencies that are too high or too low can help it pop through the mix. So things like, your drum cleaner, bass drum low, even like telephone vocals and things like that. So cutting out low end there, top end there. And of course, try this on full mixes, try it on individual instruments as well, of course. So here's just vocals.
Thought that you would use me, but love is so confusing. When I fell, you didn't even try.
So if she has too much, top end, I can just pull that out a little bit. Too much top end, too much low end, and then focus around the range where I want her to be.
Thought that you would use me, but love is so confusing. When I fell.
Set it up quick and easy, of course. Try it on bass drum, kick drum, all kinds of stuff that you can use your high pass and low pass filters on. Moving on here, now we have the Elysia frequency balance. So we'll start with it bypassed right here. And what we can do with this is it's sort of like a balance knob or almost like a tone knob. So whenever we pull up the high, the low will go down. Pull up the low, the high will go down. Turn it on and off right there. And choose your center frequency that you're centered around and make that times 10 if you need more frequencies to center around. So basically, it's like a balancer, okay? So just listen to the balance between the high and low here. So now we have much more low end in that, and we're pulling down that high end some. As you can tell, it's got a lot of chimey stuff at the top end, cymbals and whatnot. It's a little too chimey, a little too harsh. So I just want this to be more low end, more rumble. There you go, simple to use, set it and forget it, move on to the next thing you have to do in your mix. Of course, there's presets up here as well, so be sure to check those out. Again, try them on individual tracks, not just sort of full mixes like we have right here. Next up is Free Ranger, and this is an EQ plugin, a pared down version of course, the the full version here. So we have 4 different settings that we can go through here, switch through them really quickly. Of course, presets up here as well. There's a bass, presets up here. So pulling out some of that. Clicky top end, enhance it here. Maybe pull out somewhere around 150. And try different setups real quick and easy there with this free passive EQ plug-in. Let's check out what we have here. So with this, we could flip the left and right here. We can solo just the left, solo just the right, and also solo the mid and the sides. So if you don't know anything about mids and side, when I say mid, I don't mean the frequency range of the middle. Okay, like, say from, we'll just say 500 to, 500 hertz to say 2.5K, whatever you think the mid range is. That's not what I mean. I mean the mid as in what's coming down the middle of our mix and then the sides, okay? We can also widen the stereo field with this knob or even pull it all the way down to mono. So you can just use it as a simple stereo widener on individual tracks or full mixes as well. So let's check this out. Just hear the left side, the right. It really lets us check our mix. So not just the mid. So that's all the information coming down the middle. Then just the sides. So you notice on the sides, there's usually not as much low-end content because usually we try to focus at least a lot of that down the middle because it makes a more focused mix. You'll try this on like a really heavy metal mix or something, and you'll hear that kick drum coming right down the middle. And whenever you turn on your sides and just solo those sides, you're not going to hear it nearly as much. And of course, this can help you make mixing choices and check your mix overall. Now check out this stereo widener. This is pretty cool too. Pull it down to mono. If we just hear the sides when it's on mono, we don't hear anything at all. That's because there's no side content in a mono track, right? Let's pull this up now. Now we'll go ahead and expand it nice and wide. All right, so that's BX Solo. Be sure to use that one on your mixes. Now this one here, I don't really have the needed microphone setup to actually show this properly, nor do we have surround outputs for this video, but you can actually download some free test files if you want to check this out for yourself in your DAW. But you can do some pretty cool stuff with this, even when you don't have a double mid-side microphone track. Rotate it around. So if you actually had a proper track set up, you could change things like the polar pattern overall. So if we check it, maybe just on this drums, rotate it around. Again, if you have a proper setup and proper tracks for this, it'll sound obviously like it's supposed to, but you get that for free as well. And again, download those free test files if you want to check it out for yourself. Now here's a really cool one here. This is, we heard a little bit of this one at the beginning. This is BX Sub Filter, and this can really enhance that low end. We'll start off here. Of course, presets right here. Use it on anything, use it on individual tracks. As you can see, vocals, piano, bass, all kinds of stuff that you can use this on. So we'll start off with just these drums here. Change your input gain, your output gain right here. Let's add some punch now to that low end. So choose your frequency. You really hear that pumping now, right? Take the low end down, take the low end up. Really hits. Change the punch maybe up to 70. Bypass it. Down here around 50 or so, get a lot of power out of that. Change your resonance. Make it extreme. So really making that hit. Of course, here is a bass. Just the bass right there. Now turn this on. Of course, choose your center frequency there. So if you really want to make something hit, just throw sub filter on there and you've got it. Now, what about a full track? Well, we can really make this thing hit extremely hard. Let's check this out here. Are you ready? Watch your sub if you got one. I'm serious here. shatter some bones with BX Subfilter. All right, let's move on to the last free plugin here. This is BX Rock Rack Player. Okay, so it's the player version of the more full version. So we can't do a lot of things like anything really. If you go to adjust the gain, the bass, basically anything except for your master output, you're going to get this little greeting here saying, hey, this is just the free player version. If you want the full stuff, head over there to Plugin Alliance and purchase it. And of course, in my opinion, the best way to get all of the Plugin Alliance plugins, which you see a bunch of them right here, is to just subscribe to the Mega Bundle, or they have some other bundles that you can check out too. And I think we have videos of each of those on this channel somewhere. I'll link them down below or something. But what we can do is change the full preset here. Okay, so we'll check these out real quick. So different amps, right? Alright, so that is your 7 free plugins from Plugin Alliance. Just head over to pluginalliance.com, and all you need to do to get all 7 of these plugins for free is register on pluginalliance.com. Again, registering is completely free, and then you'll get all 7 of these plugins in your account to download and use however you wish. Alright. So that is your 7 free plugins from pluginalliance.com.